Hi everybody, Clint the audio guy here, coming back with a new product from Parasound this time. This is a really exciting product for me. I think it's going to be a giant killer at its price point, and it's got some really neat improvements, both sound-wise and feature-wise. So let's show you a little bit about it. First off, you'll notice that it is black. This is the Halo series. But they do offer them in black now. So if you're tired of looking at silver or the other components you have are black, you can do black. You still get the little blue glow around all the buttons and everything. So it looks really sharp. We have on the front panel here, we have a headphone output. We have an auxiliary input is added this time for portable devices. You have bass and treble controls, and then you have a tone control selector switch, so you can bypass them on any of the inputs this time rather than just the one direct input like the P3 had, the previous preamp. You have your input selector, you've got a subwoofer level. So this time we have, they've realized that a lot of people are using subwoofers in stereo systems, so this is actually a 2.1 preamp. It has outputs for your left and right channels as well as a subwoofer. And then also crossover controls for your left and rights and your subwoofer, so you can blend the two very well. Okay, we have balance, left and right balance. And then on this one they actually upgraded the volume potentiometer from an IC base unit to an Alps premium Alps potentiometer. So motorized as well, so it's motorized from the remote, and it sounds a lot better channel balance from the volume control. The audio performance has been substantially improved, both signal to noise ratio, channel crosstalk. It does sound better, so that is always nice. Only thing we lose here from the P3, the previous model, is the screen on the front. And before, all that told you was, I think, input and really volume level. But screens actually can induce noise, so that is a performance-enhancing improvement. You'll notice on the JC2, their top level, $4,000 preamp, it does not have a screen either. Neither do a lot of top shelf preamps out there. So that keeps the noise very low, or lower than it would be if you had the screen. The remote, simple remote, volume up and down, mute. The bottom is now not concave, and it's also not shiny plastic, so it is kind of a rubbery coating. So when you set it down, we can set it right on the edge here and it doesn't fall off. That was a complaint I had with the old one, so that was looked at as well. Let's show you a close-up of the back here and we can see the connections. Okay, on the back here it is a fully featured unit. It's got really the most features I've seen on a 2-channel preamp. First off, the phono input has been upgraded. It does do moving coil now. It also has selectable cartridge loading, so it should balance with any cartridge that you have. We have balanced inputs, one set of balanced inputs, one set of balanced outs. We even have a balanced subwoofer out, which is a nice upgrade. You have 5 analog inputs. We have 2 subwoofer outputs. We have a home theater bypass output, so you can still use a surround processor or receiver for your surround sound system, and at the same time you can use the Parasound preamp with an external amplifier for your stereo music listening. So that's a nice way to do it. Nice way to get separates kind of performance without full separates kind of pricing, at least with your music. Over here we have your crossover section, so you have crossover for the sub channels, and you also have crossover for your mains. If you're using a sub, that might be helpful to roll off the mains at 40, 50, 60 hertz, something like that, and then run the sub below that. So that's pretty cool. Now, the big thing, which I don't think I mentioned so far, this is the big improvement to this, this preamp, is we have a digital section now. We have a DAC built in, and it's a pretty good one. It has USB input, coaxial, and optical. The USB input accepts up to 92 kilohertz signals. Coax and optical accepts up to 192. But it sounds good. It allows you to run your digital source directly into the preamp and use it now. You don't have to buy a separate DAC. This is basically, from what I understand, pretty similar to the Z-DAC, which I personally own, and that's a fantastic DAC. I heard word that it might even be a little bit better, the DAC on board here might even be a little bit better than that, which I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on that. But if it's even the same, it's a fantastic DAC, so, which is why I bought one personally. Here we've got your 12-volt trigger section, so you can power your preamp on from your remote, and then it'll trigger the amp to turn on automatically, so you don't have to get up and push the button, as long as your amp has a 12-volt input. You've got IR in and out for control, and of course a removable 15 amp IEC power cord, and then you've got a hard switch to power the unit on and off here. So that's the new Parasound P5. The good news, the even better news I should say, is that it's only $100 more than the outgoing P3. So in the US the P3 was $850. This one only has $100 at $950. That is a fantastic bargain for the features that you're getting here in the performance. I have listened to it. I have not listened to it extensively yet because I just got my hands on it, but it is clearly better. It's a substantial improvement in noise floor and low-level detail. I have compared between the DAC section on CD players versus the DAC that's built in, and I do prefer the DAC that's on board here. It's more open. It resolves more, finer low-level detail. So it's a winner in my book. I have to decide what color I want, pretty much. So, well, thanks for watching. Good luck. And as always, if you want to hear it, we will have it on display at Extend Technologies in Northeast Ohio. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.